Starting and growing a YouTube channel can be exciting, but it can also be really scary. There's so much conflicting advice out there. Everyone tells you different things. And in fact, some of the advice out there is straight up wrong, and it can lead you to doing things that can actually harm your channel. And this is exactly what happened with my own brother when he turned something on that should have been off on his channel, and it tanked his views. So that's what inspired me to make this video. 5 things you should absolutely turn off if you want to be successful on YouTube. And this is coming from someone who has multiple different channels, the biggest of which has over 1 million subscribers. And if you appreciate me doing this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now. All right, so first one, the one that you're probably very interested in because it's the one that my brother turned on when he should have left it off, that is Player for Education. And it's especially important to leave this off for new channels. Now, Player for Education is basically a setting that highly academic videos, like teaching videos, educational videos that are meant to be viewed in the classroom might use. Because people would be watching it in a classroom and therefore they don't want to see a lot of ads. There's certain types of ads that wouldn't pop up on those types of videos. And the content needs to be a little bit more academic or serious. But here's the problem. The AdSense for Player Education is extremely low. Why? Because there's not that many ads that are played in a classroom setting. And most advertisers want to reach consumers. People can actually buy their products, not young students watching content in a classroom, right? So students in a classroom aren't the target audience for most ads. And YouTube pays you way less money when this setting is enabled. But that's not even the worst part. This setting also can limit your reach to educational audiences only. It can kill recommendation, and it kills homepage traffic, and it kills trending. And lots of people have reported this online. Your content basically gets sent to the kids table. And my brother experienced this firsthand when he watched some random YouTube guru that said that he should turn on Player for Education. And so he did it. And his AdSense money went down because of this. And the funniest thing is, once you enable it, it's almost impossible to turn it off. You have to go into each individual video and manually turn it off every single time. Now, why is this? I'm not 100% sure, but I can speculate. I think YouTube is heavily leaning into and utilizing AI. And I think the AI that's used to look at videos where Player for Education is enabled is different than the AI that's used to look at normal education videos. Now, why is this? Well, it's designed to be in a classroom setting, so it's supposed to be more professional. They're also probably much more careful about what types of ads they show on this type of content, and they also limit the ads in general, so they show less ads. And it probably makes it more difficult to find the right audience for your content as well. So yeah, don't enable Player for Education in the first place unless your content is specifically designed to be viewed in the classroom. And on video uploads, if you ever see this as an option, just set it as no. Now, by the way, there's no definitive proof. I don't have access to the algorithm, you know, the code in the back end of the algorithm. But when you see so many people reporting this, and then when you see people like my brother who were making really good money when it comes to AdSense, and then all of a sudden it dropped down almost immediately after he enabled Player for Education, and the money he was making per 1,000 views went from about $10 per 1,000 views all the way down to around $3 per 1,000 views pretty much overnight, again, after enabling Player for Education, then it becomes pretty obvious. You kind of just put 2 and 2 together and you're like, this can mess up a lot of channels. It's kind of the same thing I talked about in my video on whether you should do shorts or not. There are so many channels out there that were doing long form content already, and then they reported when they started doing shorts, it took away the views from their long form content. I mean, there's literally probably hundreds or thousands of reports online of people saying this. So unless all of those people are just imagining this, there's probably some truth to it. All right, setting number 2, I'm gonna go over very quickly, and that is made for kids. Make sure this is turned off unless your content is 100% absolutely made for kids, right? So unless you're making content like Cocomelon or, you know, my niece's favorite Blippi, then turn this off, right? Make sure it's turned off. I think that one's kind of self-explanatory. Obviously, YouTube is going to vet content that is marked as made for kids like 10 times harder than other types of content. And by the way, if you're confused about any of this, you're like wondering like, you know, did I set my channel up the right way? Did I put the right settings? You have any questions on how to grow or make money on your YouTube channel at all, I am going to be doing a live training this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On this live training, I will be going over some of the biggest secrets when it comes to growing and making money on your channel that I've used to grow all of my channels, and the training that I used to help my brother grow from zero, literally no YouTube experience whatsoever, to making $214 $100 a day in AdSense in 29 days. And I'm gonna be giving away a free AI tool that we've been working on behind the scenes very hard, completely free, and you'll only get it if you show up to this training this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be answering any questions that you have. So just as an example, in the last training I did, I think I spent around 2 hours answering every single question that every single person had. So I will answer your question as long as you show up to it. And yeah, it'll be just like a Zoom call. You'll get to meet me. It'll be super fun. So definitely check it out. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Links in the description and the pinned comment below. Make sure you put it on your calendar as well so you don't miss out on it. So next setting number 3 is altered or AI content. Now, some of you might be using AI to help you write the scripts, or you might be using a little bit of AI to help you edit, or some AI to help you with the thumbnail. So you might be wondering, oh, should I mark this as yes? No, absolutely not. Do not mark this as yes. This is going to limit your reach if you do that. Now, are there examples where you should mark this as yes? If your content is mostly AI generated, meaning it's got an AI voice, maybe it has an AI avatar or some type of AI character, and it's mostly AI generated, then yes, you should mark it as yes. Because if you don't, there's a good chance that YouTube may actually limit your channel, even potentially delete your channel. Now, marking your content as yes when it's not AI generated is a huge mistake, just like this person found out. They said, after the new update, my views suddenly came to a complete stop. Before that, I was getting 5 to 10K views per day. And so this setting can kill your channel overnight. So yeah, just because you used AI to help you a little bit here and there, maybe even if you used like an AI voice recording of yourself, like you had an AI 11 Labs voice recording of yourself and you just use that to fix mistakes here and there or add a few things here and there to your content, you still do not need to mark it as yes. And that would be a big mistake and it would probably limit the reach of your content. So don't do it. All right, the next thing you shouldn't do is comment filtering. Sometimes people are so afraid of negative comments that they just really filter their comment section. You can actually automatically do this, right? So you can turn on this setting like strict comment filtering, for instance, and it'll basically make it to where no one can comment unless it's like a positive comment. If anyone challenges you even a little bit, they won't be able to comment, right? Or if anything is even slightly controversial, they won't be able to comment. But this actually hurts your engagement. And it also makes your comment section incredibly boring. There are people that disagree with me in the comment section all the time, and that's completely fine. In fact, one of my most popular videos, the comment section was an absolute war zone. It's the most useless degree video. A lot of people didn't agree with me. A lot of people hated the fact that I talked about their degree and I said that it was, somewhat useless, at least from an economical standpoint. And that video absolutely blew up. And one of the main reasons is because of the engagement, right? The comment section was a freaking war zone. People were arguing with each other. And yes, there were some people who said some really nasty stuff to me. And I don't think I deleted a single comment in that video. I just let other people defend me, right? So like people might say nasty stuff to you, but if you just leave it up, like other people will probably start defending you, right? So when you have overly aggressive comment filtering, which you can just automatically enable, or you could do it manually where you're just spending your time, deleting comments or whatever, you're actually hurting yourself because those comments would boost your video's performance anyways. Plus you're missing out on the opportunities of building a community, right? Because when people converse with each other, even if they're arguing, hopefully they keep it somewhat respectful. Most people do. But even if they're arguing, at least they're having a conversation. They're having a dialogue. It's creating community and everyone can learn from that. So under automated filters, turn off hold potentially inappropriate contents for review. And under blocked words, only add truly offensive terms. All right, quick break. This Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'm hosting a free live workshop called The $1 Billion a Day Industry Suddenly Unlocked by AI. At this workshop, I'll be giving away my brand new tool, TitleGen AI, for free. This is a viral video idea generator that I've been working on, powered by GPT, trained on thousands of hours of my teaching, my philosophy, and coaching sessions, and ready to go for you. And I'm giving it away for this one time only at the workshop. So make sure you show up, click the link in the description or the pinned comment below, and when you're done registering, make sure to click on add this to your calendar so it'll show up in your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar in order to get our GPT. Now, you'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. See you Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Now, the other setting that you want to make sure is turned off is age restriction. And of course, this is assuming that you're not making like controversial or age inappropriate content, which most people online don't. So this one is going to absolutely decimate your views if you enable it. Age restriction puts your video behind an 18+ paywall, and that kills your reach instantly. And when a video gets age restricted, several terrible things happen. First, it removes your video from search results for logged out users. That's millions of potential viewers gone. Second, it kills ads monetization. Most advertisers avoid age-restricted content completely. And third, no embedding on any sites or apps. Your videos cannot be shared freely. And fourth, YouTube won't recommend it broadly. The algorithm treats it like toxic content. So yeah, generally speaking, try not to put inappropriate language, nasty references, no violence. Keep your content relatively family-friendly if you can. And the algorithm will trust your channel more, and it'll be more willing to show your channel to more people. Because if it isn't, the algorithm will kind of treat you like a redheaded stepchild and never let you come out of your room. And we wouldn't want that. All right, guys, so if you have questions on YouTube, attend the live training. Absolute no-brainer. Links in the description and the pinned comment below. You're not going to get training and questions answered like that from an expert like me pretty much anywhere else. So make sure you check it out. And also, 99% of you watch my content for free. You get value from it, and that's it. I give away all the sauce for free on this channel, and I give away a ton of value. With that being said, there's always 1 or maybe 0.1% of you out there that would be interested in actual coaching, right? I don't sell a course, but I do coaching. And if that is you, go ahead and book a clarity call down in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, coaching is only for people who are very serious about growing and making money on YouTube. So don't book a call unless you're serious. But on this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we are a good fit to work together or not. So if that's you, go ahead and book a call. And regardless, check out this video right here where I go over a bunch of boring YouTube channels that are making a ton of money, at least $10,000 a month. And you can check that out by clicking right here.